Everyone, welcome back to the Fantasy Endgame. I can't believe it. It's been like 2 whole days since we did an underdog draft. I'm going through withdrawal, so let's get back into it. Although I'm lying because I have like 33 slow drafts going on at the same time. And Chris, where are you at with those? I know you got a bunch too.
I think I have 19 or 20 going on because I'm still maxing out. I'm still finishing maxing out the mini schnauzer. And I also have a slow corgi going because they do have the corgi, or not the corgi. Sorry, what's the one going? The mini golden.
Mini. Yep.
I have a slow mini golden going right now. $2 entry, single entry, winner take all. So I think I have like 20 going right now.
Yeah. Now the reason is, besides of course the fact that we are fiends, is they have so many contests, but we've been doing a lot of Best Ball Mania, the big one. Yeah, we got plenty of stock in there, but they've got a bunch now. $2 for the mini golden, $3 the Pomeranian, the ones we just talked about. They're already full. The German Shepherd, what, 2, 3, 4? I don't know how many. Those are full. I actually am still doing my super flex, which I decided to try to max. You can do that when they're $3 or $5 each, and they have like a 20 entry max. The mini golden is a single entry, so you still have time to get into that. $2 to draft, not bad. We're gonna do the Pomeranian today. Let's do one of these $3 because look at it. This just came out. I don't even know. Was it yesterday or the day before? It's all more than half full already. So
yeah, it hasn't been out long. It's gonna fill quick.
All right, well, let's do it. May not max this one. I think I got enough going on right now, but let's at least get one stake in the Pomeranian. We can do more of these. So those of you waiting to draft with us, get in there, go to your Underdog app, and look for the draft lobby. You got a lot of options still. Got like a month left, maybe a little over a month, and you won't have these options left. So do it now. The Pomeranian is $3. Make sure you got 20 seconds per pick selected. And let's jump in there. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we got 6 more to start. 2 more to start. And we're full.
You can tell people are waiting, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, there we go. The Pomeranian, and underdog rules. It's half PPR, one quarterback for this one, 2 running back, usually 3 receiver, tight end, flex, and then bench. Should be 18 rounds, all of that. If you're watching here and you haven't done this, you don't know what underdog is, shame on you. Underdog is the place to go for best ball drafts. So if you haven't tried it, make an account, go to Underdog, and when you go to the checkout section, put code ENDGAME, and that gets you up to $1,000 of bonus cash depending on how much you deposit when you first make your account, but also you get a free pick. And don't forget about those pick'ems. We told you about some of those picks that are out there right now for NFL preseason, and the season-long picks. Week 1 picks are up. You can do WNBA. You can do what else is going on these days? Baseball, of course. Anything. But use your free pick. Make some picks. Do some drafts. Get in there. It's Underdog. It's the place to go. Just make sure you use code ENDGAME once you sign up.
All right, you're at the 12. That's nice. I'm at the 5. We got Sportshead is in here. Dark Stars at the 11.
Oh, yeah. And that's Jonathan at the 2, isn't it?
Yep.
I see Miguel lurking at the 8. Yeah. At least half of this draft is our guys.
All right, this is interesting. We have some Justin Jefferson news.
Well, it's a mild hamstring strain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Saquon here. I know. I don't like. You don't want to panic, you know me, but you also, this is a guy who missed a lot of time with hamstring strain. Now a mild hamstring strain. I don't know. I'm not like out on Justin Jefferson, but man, yeah.
We'll worry.
You got to be worried, right? Hamstring. It's a hamstring. We know how these things can linger. Like if he doesn't let it fully heal, you know, you gotta be a little worried here.
Yeah, a little worried. I mean, I don't think he should fall out of the first round. I don't worry too much about injuries right now because it's not even week 1 of the preseason. I mean, he's got plenty of time to recover. He's not a guy who needs preseason games. You probably wouldn't even play in the preseason games. Wow. All the receivers. Interesting. Malik Neighbors is still there. Why is Malik Neighbors still there?
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's do that. Man, I'm actually kind of surprised. No, actually, I'm not surprised. These are endgame community in here. We're gonna grab the receivers before the running backs. Which running back? Let's go Gianti. And I'm surprised Neighbors and Ashton Gianti at the 12-13 turn. That's rare.
I do wonder, yeah, because Shifty's saying the toe injury. I wonder if people are worried about it, but he's out there practicing. He looks good. It's not like he's missing practice or.
No, with Neighbors, the toe thing it's kind of like, which is not good. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but this is kind of like a recurring issue. Like he's had it since college. Is something that hasn't completely gone away,
Right.
but it's also not something that keeps him out, long term. I don't think it's gonna. I hope it doesn't affect him, but I don't think it's gonna keep him out.
I mean, it hasn't so far. Oh, oh no, this is a. Well, we might be going double hero RB here. Let's do it, I guess.
JT can't pass him up. Yeah, this is one of those drafts. I just have a feeling that the value is going to be at running back in the middle rounds.
Yep.
Scott saying he's doing a best ball draft now. I'm guessing a different one. He's on the 12. Got Nico and Achane. All right, that's perfectly fine too.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Nico Achane start. That's fantastic.
Nothing wrong with that. Flacco got Neighbors and Achane. Yeah, I mean any combination there, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go Neighbors Henry.
Yeah, I thought about it. I mean, look, we've talked about this. Like any one of those 3 running backs, fine, give them to me.
Right.
I want to try and mix and match. I think I have a lot of Henry. I know I have a lot of Henry, and I probably don't have as much of Jonty or Janty, or however you want to say it. People keep saying we're saying it wrong. I don't know how you're supposed to say it.
I think it's just Genty.
Genty. All right,
just
fine.
Genty.
By the way, we've been saying Bijan wrong. It's not Bijan,
Yes.
It's Bijan.
Bijan. He said it himself. He said everybody's says my name wrong. It's not Bijan, it's Bijan. Bijan, which is gonna be weird. Gonna be tough to get used to that.
Well, it's like Achane. For a whole year we said Achane wrong. I don't remember how we said it. It was like
Shane. Shane. People were saying it's Shane.
I don't know. I don't know how you want to say it. Just get on my team. Get on my team and give me points. I'll say however you want me to say it if you help me win.
All right, I'm not super high on T. Higgins, but I'm going to get T. Higgins at this spot. I'm going to take it. T. Higgins at basically the middle of the third. I'll take that all day.
Yeah, I also wonder now if quarterbacks are going to fall more than usual because, again, half this league is our viewers. So we'll see. No, I say that.
There goes Lamar. There goes Lamar.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying. The problem is now I feel like I've overdone it. I got so many drafts. I'm trying to figure out a way to make some sort of a different combination that I haven't done before, and I'm not even sure if I can. It's like, is there nobody that I haven't drafted without reaching? Of course, right? You don't want to reach,
right? I mean, I have found myself in the mini Schnauzer drafts. I've taken a few shares of guys I never draft, like Jerry Jeudy, some others, just because I get to a point where it's like, I need, either the value is too good to pass up on, or I just really need that position and there's nobody else good. So I'm like, all right, I'll take him here. Get him once at least, just in case.
Yeah. Well, if a guy. Okay, so like, okay, hold on. Right here. Let's see. I could. Again, I don't know. The receiver I like best here is Terry. I mean,
He is back at practice, although he's on the pup with an ankle injury. Ankle injury.
So I go JD again, like, because I have a lot of that stack.
Oh yeah.
I think I have too much of that stack. All right, I'm just gonna go Worthy. I don't have a lot of Worthy.
All right, there you go. Mix it up
Right.
a little.
So a guy who is falling, even though ADP still says 36, I know from the drafts that I'm still actively doing, I've seen him go in like the 50s, is Rashee Rice. So where do you feel comfortable taking Rice now?
Yeah, probably. I think if in a perfect world, I'd like to take him in round 5. Because we gotta think he's missing probably closer to 6 games. And even if there's 6 games early, I know we don't care as much about the first part of the season, but I mean, that's still like over a third of the fantasy season where you're getting no production.
Yeah.
And then you have to also take into account that like that's a third of the season where Hollywood Brown is maybe somehow healthy the whole time. Xavier Worthy's role is maybe increasing during that stretch. They're getting more confident in him. You know what I mean? You can't just pencil him into being like, okay, all right, well, I'm taking this guy. T-Mac. I can't call him Tet, so he's T-Mac. I don't know why can't we just call him Tet? It's such a good nickname. Like legit. It's a good nickname.
Yeah, it's like if you we don't know. That's the thing, is we don't know how many games, but it's going to be at least, I would think 2. It's like the minimum, if not 3. Like if you went in saying, hey, this guy's going to get hurt, you were just telling you right now, this guy's going to get hurt, he's going to miss a few games. You're like, what? I don't want that guy. I mean, you can drop him way down. I mean, we have to treat it the same way. And oh, by the way, he was also hurt last year, almost all year. So there's that too. He is technically recovering from injury. So yeah, it doesn't make me significantly higher on Worthy. That's not why I took Worthy, but I think Worthy's going about where he should. Yeah, Rice. I did take Rice in one of my slow drafts because I think he fell to like the late 50s or something, and he was like my 4th receiver at that point because I already had 3 receivers. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go. I'll take him here.
Yeah, when he falls like that, I mean, any player that falls like that, as long as they're not somebody absolutely terrible, who I'm completely out on, I'll draft them for sure. Well, okay. I thought for sure that team was going to take Jalen Hurts with Devonta Smith, and then I was going to take Jalen Waddle. But I guess instead we're just going to get another team with Calvin Ridley.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay, good question, Tommy. Puka and Neighbors. Most people have Puka over Neighbors. I've been Neighbors first this whole preseason. I'm not changing that. The toe is not worrying me. You still got Neighbors over Puka, or you feel like it's either or?
I'm going Neighbors. I don't like. Look, this isn't like. It's not like you're asking like Neighbors or DJ Moore, or Neighbors or Cortland Sutton. Where it's like, oh, come on, it's easily Neighbor. Like, yeah, Puka can certainly outscore Neighbors this year. They're both great players in great situations. And I know Neighbors with the toe, but it doesn't sound like the toe is an issue. And he played through the toe last year, and look what he did with terrible quarterback play. And Russell Wilson, George Pickens had the most catchable deep targets of anybody last year, because one thing Russ can still do is throw that moon ball, and that was completely missing from Neighbors' game last year. No deep throws at all. Like I could see Neighbors easily going over 1,500 yards this year, like no problem. So I'm going to take Neighbors. But I mean, look, if Puka outscores Neighbors this year, are we going to be shocked? Like, oh, how'd that happen? Like, oh, it's crazy. Nah, they're both great.
Yeah.
I will say if there is a serious concern for Puka, even beyond the whole Devontae Adams thing, it's Matthew Stafford, who they're basically saying, because of his back, they're just not even going to play this guy until the first game. Like he's not even practicing, or not, like they're just putting this guy in bubble wrap until week 1, basically. Like they're like, we can't even have this guy out there practicing right now because we're so scared he's going to get hurt.
Yeah, well, hey, and I see that, and I'm like, good. Don't play in the preseason. Why? How many years of exhibition games does this guy need? Like, he could just show up. This happens in baseball all the time. The veteran pitchers, they're just like, wait, what happened? You get sniped or something?
Yeah, we got another one of these ridiculous drafts where a team has Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Joe Burrow.
Oh, come on! Don't do this. Don't cancel this draft. Yeah, 3 quarterbacks in the first 6 picks.
Yep.
Now his maybe he thought this was super flex.
Maybe.
His other picks are reasonable. I mean, and he's not taking them like he's taking them on ADP. He wasn't auto drafting. Is that what it is? Is he timing out?
I don't know.
No, don't get this canceled. Well, we're still going to draft to win.
Yeah, we're still going to draft.
No, Stafford, I don't care if he plays in the preseason. I don't want him to play in the preseason. I'm not worried about that. He can just show up in regular season and he can sling it and he's fine. Like I was saying, in baseball, this happens all the time. These pitchers, they'll be like, I'm sore. That's what it is. My arm is sore. I can't pitch in the preseason, spring training. They'll make one appearance and then they'll be fine. Not worried about Stafford too much. I mean, we still hear about it.
I think
we still hear about it.
The worst for Stafford isn't that he's not going to play in the preseason or whatever. Yeah, because like you said, he can show up and sling it. But it's the fact that like this guy could be one hit away from having a season-ending back injury, and now you got Puka with Jimmy G.
Worse, Devontae Adams gets Jimmy G again reunited, and it doesn't feel good.
So, I mean, I think that's, but again, like, I don't think you can go wrong with either Neighbors or Puka. But if I'm on the clock and they're both there, I'm taking Neighbors.
Thank God that guy took a receiver.
Yeah, at least he didn't take another quarterback, but I mean, it's got Lamar, Hurts, and Burrow. Why?
Maybe at least it won't get us canceled. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, we'll go.
You're really quiet. You're really quiet now.
Huh?
You're really quiet now. I can barely hear you.
Oh, hold on. Let me. How's that? Better?
Same. No, same.
Better?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get my pick in here. I'm gonna have way too much Hawkinson, like way too much. And so I got Mahomes to go with Worthy there, just because I don't have much Mahomes at all.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Let's do some of these comments, by the way, and ignore all these guys. Dustin, what's up, Dustin? Again, did my 12-team PPR draft. Got Allen, Swift, Monty Dobbins, Mason, and Chubb. We'll save that for later. The Chubb discussion. I know you're waiting for that. Judy, Chase, Hill, Shakir, Mooney, I guess Kyle Williams, Downs, and then Kelsey. notice how he put Jerry Jeudy before Jamar Chase. Like that's his
Yeah,
number one.
right. What's up with that? My first thought is you need a tight end. Overall, I mean, this team's not bad. I feel like, did you go Tyreek Hill in round 2? Yeah, I don't know. This team, like, you don't really have a stud running back. You have good running backs, not a stud. You do have a stud wide receiver. You have a stud QB. Oh, I got to pick. Luckily, Jordan Mason's there for me. Easy. Wide receivers. It's like a 7 for me.
Is it because of Kelsey? It's because of Kelsey, huh?
No, it's not even because I don't care about tight end that much. It's the fact that, like, after Chase, I'm just like, where is the upside? Like, who's bringing? I mean, okay, obviously Josh Allen, but I mean, who's bringing that weekly upside? Unless Tyreek Hill somehow, goes and finds a fountain of youth this year, and it doesn't even sound like. Like, does Tua even like Tyreek Hill? Like, the way he talks about, like, is he even going to throw to Tyreek Hill? Not the most, but like I like Swift, I like Monty, I like Dobbins, I like Mason, but I mean, what's the upside with those guys? Realistically, like, we're not talking like top 5 running backs here. Same with your wide receivers, like Hill, Shakir, Mooney, Kyle Williams, Downs. Those guys are fine, but like, where's the up? Like, I'm just like, where's the upside in this team? Like, where are those? You know what I mean? Like, where are those? Like, what happened here? Well, I know what happened. You went Chase Hill, Josh Allen.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. It's more of a floor than a ceiling kind of team, and that's not where you want to be at. And there's a lot of discussion. It's like now, how many years we've been doing this, and people are figuring out, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't go with the say boring player. Maybe you should just go for the guy who has that upside. Like, yeah, it's guys like Shakir are fine. Mooney, I'm almost completely out on Mooney at this point. Not just because he's got an injury too, but exactly where's the ceiling? You know what I mean? So, Dustin, you didn't draft a bad team. It's just would have preferred some different players. And again, Swift and Monty, they're fine, but you don't have an RB1. I don't think anywhere on that roster you have anybody who could be an RB1, and that actually includes Nick Chubb. We'll save that for later. Okay, so you mentioned Tyreek. You're still not a fan of Tyreek. I think it seems like everybody knows you're not a fan of Tyreek these days. I would like to hear how you feel about him this year. Me, personally, I mean, I don't disagree with the numbers. Obviously, he doesn't seem to be exactly the same player. There's some red flags, which, okay, you can ignore in the NFL, like the whole thing about maybe his teammates don't love him or maybe he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be somewhere else. I mean, he's there because he's got to be there. He wanted to go there, by the way. Let's not forget. He forced his way to Miami. I'm not worried about that stuff. What I'm worried about is the fact that last year Tua had a very, very low ADOT, average depth of target. And I don't know if that's going to really change this year. Okay, hold on. I need an actual player here. I don't love it, but I'll go Shaheed. I don't know if this is going to be my favorite team. I'll tell you what. Here's a guy. I believe it or not, I have almost no Luther Burden, and I was high on him before the draft. But
man, you just sniped both my queued up wide receivers right there.
Really?
Yeah, because they were both bringbacks for me.
I was gonna say I thought you weren't very high on Burden either, but
well, I'm not. I mean, it's not that I'm not high on Burden, but it's the fact that the guy is still not practicing. Yeah, and that's not good for a rookie.
Yeah, well, at least because of that, and I think finally the expectations are suppressed. You can get him outside the top 100 at least. So, I mean, this is my fifth receiver. It's fine. Yeah, so with Tyreek, it's the offense. It's the situation. It's the fact that the deep throw isn't there. I just saw something about Tua's average time of release from drop back was one of the top in the league, or maybe the top, because that's by design to keep him from getting murdered on the field. They don't want him to get hit. They don't want him to take a sack because remember, all last year the worry was Tua is going to get concussed and he's going to have to retire. It didn't happen because they got the ball out of his hand as quickly as possible. Well, when you do that, you can't wait for that deep ball, right? You can't have him sit back in the pocket and look down the field and do multiple reads. That's why Jonnu Smith was getting so many quick passes. That's why Achane gets so many passes thrown his way. Tyreek Hill isn't going to get the quality of target that he used to. So second round, third rounds, no, I'm not doing it with Tyreek. He's not undraftable. I don't think we're going to see much different this year from Tyreek than we saw last year from Tyreek. And if that's what you want, I mean, okay, that's fine. He's not the worst receiver, but he's definitely frustrating. Better in best ball, but even in best ball, I feel like his ADP has climbed recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, once they traded Jonnu Smith, he went from like a third rounder to a second rounder.
Yeah, so now it's like you can't draft him anymore. Speaking of another former fantasy stud, just kidding. Skull wants to know why Saquon isn't just automatic top 3 pick, and why do people take Bijan instead of him?
He goes top 3 in plenty of drafts. It's just in this draft he happened to not go top 3, but it's like I've seen him go top 3 plenty of times.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be top 3. He doesn't have to be, I mean, a lot of people like Bijan better. That's fine. I mean, he shouldn't fall out of the top 5, I wouldn't think. But, this can't be real. If this actually happened, that just cancel that one automatically. Yeah.
Nick Chubb, RB1 now.
Are you ready? Are we ready for the Nick Chubb discussion, or is it too soon?
No, let's do it. We got to talk Nick Chubb.
Okay. Well, let me make my picks first here so I don't time out. I will refuse to take Javonte Williams. You know what? Let's go. Where is he? Tootin. And I know. Oh, man. I'm going to wait too long on backup quarterback again. That's okay. Guess I'm going to take a. Oh, well. Fine. That's not who I wanted to take. I just ran out of time. So Joe Mixon has got an issue. Let's see, where did he get taken here? He didn't even fall that far, did he?
I don't know. I know. I drafted one Joe Mixon in the mini schnauzer before the news, and I was like,
I have hardly any Joe Mixon. Yeah, well, he actually, is this right? Okay, so somebody, I guess, is encouraged by his injury news. He went 5 picks before ADP in this draft. Joe Mixon has got some injury issues. Does Nick Chubb have to be fantasy relevant?
I mean, I think he's got to be fantasy relevant now. Not third round fantasy relevant, of course. That's a little too much, but he's got to be fantasy relevant. I mean, it sounds like he's gonna be the RB1. And still think you still have to worry about how much juice Nick Chubb has left. But Woody Marks, Damian Pierce, are these guys threat? I mean, you know what? I just really think this makes me higher on Nico, Christian Kirk, and CJ Stroud, that they're just going to throw the ball 40 times every game. They're just not even going to run, not even going to run the ball because they're not going to be able to.
That's true. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, Woody Marks is not a guy who stood out to me, in any way before the draft, and I don't think he's done anything significant since then. He's just a late round running back for depth, right? Opportunity might technically be there for Chubb, but he had opportunity last year still, didn't he, when he was still with Cleveland?
Oh, yeah. He was just terrible, but yeah, I mean, look, I don't think Nick Chubb is going to be anything close to what he used to be. He's coming off a his second devastating knee injury. He's coming off a broken foot that he elected not to have surgery on. I mean, yeah. I just really think what's going to happen is they're not going to be able to run the football effectively. And we're going to see CJ Stroud throw it 35, 40 times a game.
Yep. All right, let's see. What do I need? Oh, I need a little bit of everything. All right, you know who the backup quarterback has to be. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, they have the same bye week. That's terrible. Okay. I really only want to draft 2 quarterbacks. But if I take Cam Ward, he has the same bye week as Mahomes. So.
Yeah. That doesn't really make sense. I know, because I was going to take Bryce Young. But he has the same bye week as Brock Purdy, so.
Matt wants to know favorite draft pick based off the team builds you've made.
You mean draft slot? Like what number?
Yeah, I wonder. That's probably what he means.
For me, it's like either 11 or 12. Pretty comfortably. One of those two. I think 12 might be my favorite spot this year.
Got the 12 here. I love my start. You know, some people don't like waiting, you know, for it to come back to them. I think it's fine. I like who I got in round 3, 4 also. Nothing wrong with the turn. Carl, what's up, Carl? Okay, so let's pretend that the hamstring is a non-issue. JJ or Gibbs in a 10-man team.
Assuming full PPR and assuming both fully healthy, I go JJ.
Me too. Yeah. Gonna go to JJ. Pat wants to know what 3 running backs, which, and he clarified later, rookie running backs are going to get the most volume, both running and catching.
Well, Ashton Genty for sure. I think Omari and Hampton. I think if we're talking volume, I'm probably going to put Caleb Johnson third. Not in terms of volume like receiving, but I think he's going to get like 200 plus carries this year. So I'll put him third, but I don't know if his volume is going to be as valuable as, say, like an RJ Harvey's or Travion Henderson's volume. But I think he may get more volume than those guys.
Yeah, I would not early. I probably would not have put Hampton in that top 3, but now with the Najee issue, I think it's seeming like he's definitely going to get more work. So Genty, Hampton, I'm probably going to put Harvey 3 for right now. Hey, the way things are going, maybe not top 3, but top 5. Why not Dylan Sampson?
Yeah, he's got to start. He's got to start running with the starters at some point, though.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a formality.
Yeah, keep saying that.
Well, okay. I know you're not going to like this, but here we go. Stack it up.
Dealing.
More Lloyd. There we go.
He's getting a lot of camp buzz. Getting a lot of camp buzz behind Josh Jacobs.
That's almost guarantee key to success. Training camp hype.
You know what's going to happen week 1.
Hey, wait, look, you're my witness. You know that even before last year, I was a big Marshawn Lloyd guy.
Yes.
You just,
but you know, this guy's going the way of like Kendra Miller's, like just cannot stay on the field.
I hope not. All right, Bobby. What's up, Bobby? Across the pond, a bit late to the party, was drafting. That's an excellent excuse. What do you think? 12 team: T-Law, Stroud, Monty B. Rob, Tracy Etienne, BTJ, Nico Evans, Ridley, Olave, Jennings, Kittle. Well, I don't love T-Law, but you can get Stroud as your starter. T-Law as your backup. That's fine. I think it's a kind of a lot like with the running back room. It's almost just like the other one with Dustin's. It's floor over ceiling, but you got a really high ceiling at receiver. I think that makes
That's the thing. He's stacked at wide receiver. I mean, he obviously started Nico BTJ, which again is why I like drafting at the end so much. Like, what a phenomenal start. Still got Evans, still got Ridley. I mean, Olave is your wide receiver 5. Jennings is your wide receiver 6. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many wide receivers and flexes you start, but if this is a 3 wide receiver flex league, I'm totally fine with this 0 RB draft because you got Monty, B. Rob, Tracy. You got enough here, like enough floor at least at running back to keep you afloat. So I like this team. Obviously, anytime you draft this way, it's not going to look pretty on paper, and T-Law Stroud may kill you. But if a couple of those running backs hit, this team could be a monster.
Yeah, definitely. Those receivers are monsters. So that's good. And so, Grant, just wondering thoughts on Jennings.
I'm getting higher and higher on Jennings. I know Pearsall finally came back to practice today, which is nice. But man, I don't know. I just feel like Jennings is going to be the wide receiver 1 in San Francisco this year.
Well, I think realistically what's going to happen is they're going to take turns, right? Sometimes it'll be a Jennings big game. Sometimes Pearsall will have a game. Kittle will be involved. I think Kittle might be the receiver I like the best in that offense. And of course, he gets drafted soonest, but they'll both have pretty equal value, I think, when it's all said and done. Okay, here we go. Lotto ticket time. Let's just keep going with the camp buzz, guys.
I was eyeing him just because I haven't taken any of him.
And then, why not? Just make it all hype team. There we go.
Is Taj Brooks getting hype?
He should be. No, not too much hype. Okay. Let's see. Dustin's got another team. Knicks at quarterback, Cook, Monty, Pollard, Dobbins, Mason, Braylon Allen, Chase, Harrison, Ladd, Pearsall, Harris, Downs, Kincaid.
Yeah, I definitely like this. I definitely like this team better. You got a higher end running back with James Cook. Let's take my first Dameon Pierce. You got a higher end running back with James Cook. Your wide receivers are much stronger here with Chase, Ladd, Harrison, Pearsall. Even Trey Harris Downs gives you some late upside. I think Kincaid could legitimately be just as good or better than Kelsey, and you probably got him later. And I like Knicks at QB. So yeah, this team is more like an 8-5 to me. I like this team.
Yeah, this team definitely better. I'm wondering, you got Chase on both teams, right? How do you keep getting the 1.1, or are you somehow getting them at a discount?
Right.
Yeah, no, I definitely like this team.
If you think about it, like this means he went Chase Ladd. I'm guessing he went Chase Ladd to start this draft at the 101. That's pretty nice.
And Ladd and Harrison, that's good. All right. By the way, just so you're not worried, MDS got our back.
Thanks.
That's it. Wrapped up. So you got Damien. So just to spite Nick Chubb, basically, that Pierce pick is basically you're spitting in the face of Nick Chubb. That's what you're doing.
That Pierce pick is literally just like somebody has to get the football in Houston. At least Dameon Pierce has youth on his side. I mean, he doesn't have like as much youth as Woody Marks, but he's got youth and experience, whereas Woody Marks just has youth.
Nick Chubb got that experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely got the experience. I don't know about the youth.
A lot of surgical experience.
Uh,
All right, let's see how this one. This is, by the way, anyone who tuned in late. This is the Pomeranian $3 entry. We do a ton of these. We've done a lot of Best Ball Mania, but this one, get in a quick, cheap draft so we can keep doing them. Standard rules apply, though. All right, so you got Purdy and Geno Smith. Very solid. And I know you stacked. Let's see. Who just stacked?
I stacked Jennings with Purdy, Jacoby with Geno.
Nice. T. Higgins. Unusual to see one of your teams have T. Higgins as the number 1 receiver, but you got him after ADP. You took him where he belongs. McMillan, Ridley, yeah.
I love the wide receivers. Love the wide receivers here.
I'm say coming around, but I'm starting to buy more into McMillan, especially in best ball. Just the pure upside here. I mean, that's what it's about, right?
Yes.
So,
yep.
It'll take some time, but it's not how you start; it's how you finish. Double hero RB though: Barkley, JT, Mason Benson, Giddens, Dameon Pierce.
The real league winner, Dameon Pierce, maybe.
And then Kraft, Strange, and Okonkwo. I like your tight end room actually a lot.
Yeah, I just have no problem waiting. They're waiting on tight end. It's fine.
More and more. I guess I probably have way too much Hawkinson, but aside from that, never a problem waiting at tight end. All right. I do have a problem waiting at quarterback, but here we go. Holmes and Bryce Young. Is that going to cut
it? We'll see. I mean, look, if Mahomes bounces back, then yes, this is going to cut it for sure.
All right.
And you got what? You got Mahomes to stack with Worthy. You drafted Bryce, but then stacked him with Thielen. So at least you got to stack Bryce. I mean, Neighbors, Terry at 36. Feed. Yeah, I mean, lots of upside at wide receiver. Volatility, but that's okay.
Yeah, this isn't a team I would necessarily love in a redraft league, but Worthy I think is a guy I like better in this format. Shaheed, I mean, definitely best ball. I'd say best ball only, but pretty much. Josh Palmer, same thing. All right, running backs. Let's see. Genty, Chuba, Harvey is my third running back. Tootin, Lloyd, and Krosky, Merritt, and Taj Brooks.
I mean, that's you got really nice value on Chuba there. Harvey's your third, Tootin. I mean, yeah, this could be really good. This could be really good.
And then don't need a second tight end. I took one anyways because I got Hawk. Man, I really, really hope. Well, look, if the Jefferson injury actually is an issue at some point and Addison gets suspended, there you go, league winner, TJ Hawkinson.
Oh man, let's hope that doesn't happen. Even
no, you're refused on principle to call a tight end a league winner.
Yeah, I mean, look, Brock Bowers probably was a league winner last year, but that's because people were drafting Brock Bowers in round 9.
Remember last year? Remember who I was mostly joking, partly joking, but remember I kept saying Jonnu Smith.
You did. Look, yes, Jonnu Smith ended up being a league winner. Yes.
So I was I'd say half right because I was half kidding when I said it, but hey, you never know. All right. Well, there we go. We got a Pomeranian in. That was less than 40 minutes, $3. Try it out, or you can try any of the other options. You got a ton here. If you go to the draft lobby on Underdog, you want to get in more Best Ball Mania while you can, or any of the other contests you got going on, check them all out. Just make sure if you're trying Underdog for the first time because you've never done it before, again, it's easy. It's fun. You can get a lot of drafts in. You can do picks. Of course, recommend those picks because you get a free pick if you sign up for the first time. Just make sure you use code ENDGAME when you first sign up, and the more you deposit, the more bonus cash you get as well. So use code ENDGAME and try Underdog out. And hey, the next time we do this, which I believe will be tomorrow, you can draft with us. Get in here. Half of this draft was you guys who are watching here, which is why it definitely always makes for a tougher draft, but also a more fun draft. All right, and we got draft content coming out because draft season is in the air for your actual leagues and real drafts, and we'll be getting more into that. But for now, plenty for you to watch. Some more players that we like, players we don't like, how to draft, everything you need. So make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on the way out if you forgot to, and turn on notifications. You'll know as soon as we go live with our next live stream draft, and as soon as the video comes out. And yes, Miguel, Fantasy Endgame League starting soon. Don't reveal too much yet, but we got big plans for this year, so stay tuned.